Nick Krall and David Bell came out and said that Elly will most likely play shortstop full-time. McLain will be at second with some shortstop, and India will play, quote, multiple spots. None of this is surprising.
Yeah, it's pretty much echoing what everyone's been saying for a while.
Yeah, it's just like, all right, they just move the curtain back a little bit more.
Yeah.
It'll just, we've already seen some footage of India at first, taking a double play that went from Elly to McLain to India. We'll see him working in the outfield this spring. So that's one I'm very interested to track. But again, not at all surprised.
No.
The guy who is negative in defensive run saves at the position and is one of the worst defending second basemen. Duh.
Yeah, and they gave him ample time in the previous couple seasons to really kind of right the ship. I know there was injuries at play too here, but yeah, I think India they probably just sat him down and says, "Look, if you want to help this team as best as what you can here, this is how you're going to do it." I mean, Matt McLain has to be our everyday second baseman.
Yeah, he's got too much potential. We've seen what he can do in 82 games. Mm-hmm. It's hey, man, if you can play 155, most of a season, we're excited to see what you can do there. And pretty good glove over there.
Yeah.
So this is just all a very much duh. Let's do it. Figure it out with India. It'll just be interesting to see who gets bumped from the outfield rotation.
Yeah, and I also want to see how well India accepts this role. I mean, so far, seemingly he's approaching it with a bit of maturity, seemingly from what we've been able to tell. But still preseason, so hopefully, no surprise here. But we'll see how everything just kind of shakes out.
Well, yeah, McLain came him up and he looked over and he was like, "Yeah, all right, let's see what this little guy's gonna do." And he's like, "Oh, this little guy's real good."
Yeah, he's phenomenal.
Yeah, you take that. I'll figure it out. So it's not like he has a choice. It's more of just hey, do you want to play with this team? Here's your options.
Yeah, he just couldn't argue with the results that McLain was putting up, and he wasn't.
No, 100%. I think if anything, it bumps in the outfield rotation. It takes out Stuart Fairchild, but Stuart Fairchild did not have a good year last year.
No, he had some exciting pinch hits, but other than that, he didn't have too much success when he was up in a Reds uniform.
No, he basically just filled a void of, I can fill in any outfield spot, and I can kind of hit lefties. Mm-hmm. So if that's what that means, is that bumps Stuart Fairchild down, and you have to rotate in Fraley, Benson, and India, and Steer, and Friel. That's not a bad outfield. Defensively, it's not very good, except for DJ Friel. But outside of that, it's not bad when you can have those bats pick up when you have them in the lineup. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Still have people to pinch hit, DH, and then we've seen how lineups could, change due to injury or what have you, fatigue. So a lot of things can happen.
Yeah, not too overly worried about it.